guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using the This and That collection. I think it's an Echo Park collection and I don't believe I show you. I am also going to use this sketch by Creative Scrappers. I do remember that this collection was designed by Lori Whitlock, and if I would have been a better YouTuber, I would have went back and saw the collection. I do think it's Echo Park. It's a collection I recently hauled from Tuesday morning. I think it was my July 8th haul that I did. Anyways, this is one of the collections that I had purchased. So right here, I'm cutting out a few circles. I did cut out the big circles, and then I also cut out just the outlines of those circles. I am going to place them right around here where they are. I'm going to go ahead and back my photo with this floral paper that has these pretty green and pink floral on it. I'm also backing it with this piece of yellow. As you can see, it's already cut up. This is not the first layout that I've done with this collection. It is the first one that I am doing a voiceover on, though. If you can hear that TV in the background, I'm so sorry. I do have the door to my craft room closed, but that is really loud. You remember here, I don't know, a month ago or so, I kept talking, going on and on about Bosch. Well, season 4 is going to be coming out at some point, and I keep asking my husband, are you going to watch it? Are you going to watch it? Or am I going to be, in here watching it on my tablet by myself? And he had been putting it off. I don't want to watch it. It sounds stupid. What kind of TV show has the name Bosch? And I told him, well, that's the guy's last name. And he said, well, it's a stupid last name. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Bidding. That's not the best name either. So finally he did turn it on tonight and start watching it. Okay, down there in the bottom right, I had taken a sticker off the sticker sheet and I put it on some white cardstock and just fussy cut around it. I did ink the edges, or if I didn't do that yet, I will ink the edges with some Tim Holtz Distress ink. Here I have a couple little slivers of paper I'm just kind of putting around either side. I use this floral on the left side that has the red and green, and I also use that same piece over on the right side. But on the right side, I also put a piece that I used to map my photo in. Here I'm starting to figure out where I want my embellishments. Now, all these flowers that I'm going to put down, and also some of them are little doilies, they are all fussy cut out of one of the pattern papers. You know how I like my fussy cutting. This is one, I think, in my wrap-up video, I said that I was going to spend that whole day scrapbooking, and I did, but mostly I sat there and stared at blank pages or pages that I was putting together and fussy cutting. These are some of the things I was fussy cutting, and I don't know why. I felt like doing something, but I just didn't feel creative. I've been going through, I don't know, I don't feel like being creative, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of like in a rut right now. It's been going on for probably a couple weeks. It'll pass though. Right here I pull out this leather bow. I didn't like it, so I went ahead and unbowed it and put it flat down there. Still don't like it. I'm going to toss that over to the side. Tapping my fingers. What else can I do? Here's a larger floral piece that I cut out of one of the papers. It is going to stay right there tucked under that right hand bottom side. I'm pulling out another one of the flowers. That's the same flower that is on that big piece that I tucked at the bottom. I am going to put it up there toward the right left hand side of the top because I do think I need a little more green up there. It's not going to go right there. It's going to go down a little bit. Here's another little doily piece that I just pulled out and put on there. You can see the pieces over to the side that I had fussy cut out. And also on the right hand side, you can see all these buttons I had out. During the month of July, I did do a couple pages that did have buttons. And on this particular page, I do put a few buttons on here as well. Right here is where I pull out another flower. It is going to go down at the bottom right, I believe. It won't stay up there. Here I'm showing you the Tim Holtz Distress ink and walnut stain. All of these I am going to ink with that. all the pieces that are on here. Now, how they are on here is not exactly how they are going to go. These are the thickers I'm going to use. They are a green glitter, and as you can see, I went away and I glued everything down. I used those thickers. I don't know what kind of thickers they are. I got those in a D-stash, and they did not come in a package. Now, I'm sitting here looking at this layout, and I'm looking at these photos. These are a little collage of 4 photos of myself and my oldest sister, Barbie. You can call her Barbie. I call her Barbie doll most of the time. She calls me Princess. But when I went home to visit, I stayed in a hotel, and she lives in the country, so she came in and stayed with me for a couple nights just so we can visit. And we took some selfies the day that she was fixing to go back to the country, and I was fixing to leave town. Now, I put the date over on the right-hand side. I put 2015. Nope, it was 2016. So I'm going to have to try to find a way to pull up that 5 and stick down a 6. Right here, I did put all those buttons down, not all of those. I put 3 buttons down. I did thread them with 2 strands of embroidery floss and put them down with a glue dot. And then I took out some green sequins and gave those a little scatter around the page. Here I did stop on the close-ups to show you what I did. And the reason I did that was because when I went to ink the edges, I inked the edges and glued them down, then turned the camera back on so you could see the placement of everything with those still shots. So guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.